Genadi Kvikvinia versus Michael Todd upcoming match. In East versus West 15 on November 2nd, both the athletes are returning from similar injuries, and almost in the same time frame, Michael completely snapped and tore his biceps, and Genadi also suffered a bicep injury. Michael's injury was more severe and serious. There has not been much clarity about Genadi's bicep injury. However, we do know that Genadi also most probably underwent surgery. We all know all the details about Michael Todd's surgery. We almost got day-to-day description of the treatment, surgery, and the rehab process through Michael's YouTube uploads. The interesting takeaway from these athletes' injuries is that though Michael had a more serious injury, his recovery and return was faster than Genadi's. Genadi's bicep is not still at 100% according to Genadi himself, though he says it is almost reaching its peak shape again. However, his other arsenals like the flop press, tricep press, top roll, back pressure are stronger now, and the difference in his bicep strength from his earlier form will not affect much in the Michael Todd match, though his hooking ability might get slightly compromised, and the ability to defend using the biceps might be a little bit difficult. For Michael Todd, not only has his bicep recovered completely, though it was reattached, Todd has become even stronger as far as his biceps is concerned, and his range of motion has also increased, according to Michael himself. Michael has had 3 matches since his return from injury. He won all the 3 of his matches. Though the match against was a very tough one, it was his return match against Frank Lamparelli in East versus West 12. He barely managed to win, and experts are of the opinion that the win came because of Michael's immense willpower and the tendency not to give up. The match against Lars Rohrbacken was relatively much easier, in King of the Table 11. Both these matches were at less than 115 kg bodyweight. Then he moved back to his original weight category, which is the super heavyweight category. He has now gone up to almost 135 kilos. The match against Kamil was also a super heavyweight match. In his last match, Michael faced Kamil Jablonski in East versus West 14, which was quite a hard-fought match, and initially it did appear that Kamil might just manage to win the match by using his flop press. Michael Todd somehow survived the assault and finally was able to win the best of 5 match. Devon Larratt is extremely impressed with the new version of Michael Todd, and in one interview, he even went on to say that Michael Todd is the person who will pose a real challenge to the great indomitable Levan Saginashvili, and that might be before 2024 ends, though it does sound a bit far-fetched. But if Michael wins against Genadi, and then if he manages to defeat Jerry Cadaret and Ermis Gasparini subsequently, then the possibility of a Michael Todd versus Levan match for the ultimate title might be a realistic possibility. But that is for a different discussion altogether, and is not relevant to this topic. Coming back to the present topic, that is the Genadi versus Michael Todd Supermatch on November 2nd, who is better positioned in the upcoming Supermatch? Is it Michael, or is it Genadi? One place where you will get a detailed analysis of the upcoming match is in Michael Todd's YouTube channel. He uploads videos there, and apparently neutrally analyzes his chances of winning the match and the strategies he wishes to employ to achieve the desired target. But we can see Michael's analysis with a pinch of grain, since he will obviously put himself at an advantage in comparison to Genadi. Is it Michael Todd, or does Genadi Kvikvinia hold a slight edge in their upcoming duel? Well, it is really difficult to make an forecast on this match as of now, because we do not know what kind of shape Genadi is at right now. There has not been much information or transparency on his end. Neither has he taken part in any match since his injury. This is going to be his first match. His return match. Michael has already had 3 matches as mentioned earlier, so by that account, maybe Michael holds an edge. But again, we really have no idea what condition and shape Genadi is in, and he has purposely kept all the information under wraps. There are almost no videos of his workouts either, other than this 1-month-old video of Genadi doing some strange leg workouts, unlike during the match with Devon, when Genadi used to upload videos at regular intervals. One other thing needs to be kept in mind, that Genadi was the winner in the last encounter between these two athletes. It was back in February 2022, East versus West 2. Genadi had won that match. It was a 3-0 clean sweep. Genadi had used side pressure, then top roll, and finally a flop press to go through the king's move of Michael Todd. However, does Genadi have that same strength and dominance to pin Michael Todd as he had 2 years back? We all know how difficult it is to pin Michael to the table because of the famous or infamous king's move he uses. Nobody comes close to Michael Todd in the recent era as far as successful usage of the king's move defense is concerned. Genadi also defeated Devon Larratt in their last outing, and Michael Todd had lost to Devon in their last match. So this could also be a psychological advantage for Genadi, though not a huge one since both the matches took place in very different timelines. So we cannot draw a linear comparison. However, we can say that Devon was at the same strength level. It was only after the Genadi match that Devon shot to a totally different level. As far as the physical parameters are concerned, both Michael and Genadi are kind of equally matched. They are more or less of the same height. Michael might be a bit taller, they have almost similar weights, biceps, forearms. Genadi is just a wee bit heavier, but not significantly, and their arm lengths are also almost same. So it's an even match as far as the physical aspect is concerned. Give or take a few, here and there. All in all, this match will be a real blockbuster. A great match, and the result might go in anybody's favour. It might even depend on the very day, how each athlete is tuned mentally during the match, who gets the better hand position, and other technical factors. On paper, as of now, it is pretty evenly matched. Maybe we can make more educated guesses based on the information which might come out in the coming days. However, this upcoming match has already ignited immense viewer interest. That is all, my dear friends. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel.